All right, man. All the rage on YouTube concerning Costa Rica is people making cost of living videos and reasons why people leave Costa Rica. Those are everywhere on YouTube. And I'm going to put those in perspective, man. This is a video. You're going to want to watch the whole thing. I got the big cup of coffee. I've got my notes because I'm getting old and I can't keep things organized all the time. But anyway, we got a lot to unpack. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. I'd appreciate if subscribe. Yeah, we're a travel agency, but this video might be too long for all that. Yeah, cost of living videos. I'm going to talk about the cost of living and put that in perspective for you in less than 5 minutes. And I'm also going to talk to you more about the reasons why people leave Costa Rica. Now, I think this is true, and I didn't mean it, but I think I'm the OG of making videos about Costa Rica. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I've been here a long time. I take what I do very, very seriously, and I believe I have a responsibility to you so you can have information and perspective to make the best informed decision you can about possibly moving and living in Costa Rica, which the whole thing is very ironic because I actually don't give a fuck if you live here or not. I don't know, it's kind of funny, right? So why did this video all of a sudden come up? I'll tell you why. I don't know if you're familiar with the Tico Times. Tico Times is an advertisement rag, kind of disguised as a news source for English-speaking people that live in Costa Rica. It's on the internet, but they put daily goings on in Costa Rica, but it is an advertisement, thing. I mean, everything is an advertisement. YouTube didn't start that platform because they wanted to share information. Everything's advertisement, right? We all know that, right? Anyway, so that's what Tico Times is, but they had an article, I think yesterday, from International Living. Do you know International Living? I only remember them because wasn't that magazine where you'd see scantily clad beautiful girls sipping wine with their boyfriend with the khakis and the ironed shirt under a palm tree with the sunset, all the people I can't stand. But yeah, that International Living. So they had an article, and here's the headline. International Living names Costa Rica as the best retirement destination in 2021. Costa Rica beat everybody. #1 top destination for retirement in the world. Oh my God, what are the reasons? Let's see what the reasons are that it is #1, that it beat out Panama and Bali. Okay, so the tropical climate, yes, of course. Lower cost of living, we're going to talk about that. Friendly locals, actually that's true. Affordable affordable medical care, also true. Vast real estate options, true. And of course, it's natural beauty, true. Oh my God, it's all true. Let's move to Costa Rica, #1. You know that's bullshit, right? We all know that's bullshit, right? I live here and that's bullshit. So that came out in the Tico Times, I think, yesterday, and I just, and trust me, that's an article supposedly, but we know that's an advertisement, really. I don't know what's behind the scenes with Costa Rican International Living, but come on, man, come on. So anyway, that's it on that. All right, now before we get started, we have to have a couple rules. We have to have some understanding, right? #1 is all countries have their pros and cons. Can we agree on that? I think we can. #2, no one country suits everybody. It's not a good fit. That's impossible, right? You might live in the United States, you love your country, you don't want to move, you love it, you would never move. I love the United States too, but I don't want to live there. I love Costa Rica and I love living here, but you would never come, right? So that's an understanding that there's no one country that, one size fits all. number three, well, if international living said it must be true, right? Honey, oh my God, international living said Costa Rica's number one. Let's pack the bags. That's where we need to retire. We all need to know that it needs a little bit more than that to get you down here, right? Although more people believe that kind of stuff than you might imagine, all right? So a lot of people believe that kind of hype, and that's kind of important to keep that as an understanding of why people do move here. Now, I would like to also an understanding. I've been making videos for 10 years about Costa Rica, living and traveling here. I have some really, really good ones about living here and if it's right for you. And I'm actually going to put those in the description because they are so good that within 1 hour, probably less, of watching 2, 3, 4 of my videos and nothing else, you didn't know anything about Costa Rica, but you said, honey, international living said, well, let's check out this guy. I just popped in Costa Rica and this guy came up, this Michael. He seems to know something. Let's watch him. If you watched 4, I would say 4 of my videos, you would know in that time if Costa Rica is worth pursuing. Or you go, honey, I watched a couple videos. Man, the red tape down there sounds crazy. The bureaucracy, nothing is black and white there. I couldn't deal with that. So next country. Okay, so, which comes down to doing a little bit of research and homework, right? So here's my theory before we really get started into the meat. My theory is 98% of people that move to Costa Rica and then leave Costa Rica within about, if they're going to leave, they usually leave between 2 and 5 years. Oh my God, my cat's here. I'm going to let this video go. Give me 1 second to feed him or he's going to just keep meowing. He's not my cat, but I like cats. Hold on. This will only take a second. Come on, out here. Sorry. Okay. So we're talking about my theory. I believe that 98% of people that end up leaving Costa Rica is more to do with them, and Costa Rica really has nothing to do with it. Yes, you heard that right. When people leave Costa Rica, it ain't got nothing to do with Costa Rica. Costa Rica's Costa Rica. So let's get into some of the meat of this. So it does happen to be true what I just kind of said, that people that do move here, that end up leaving here, leave usually around between the 2-year, 4.5, 5-year mark, because after 2 years, a honeymoon period here can last up to about 1.5 to 2 years. Why is that? Because everything is new to you. Everything is new. You're getting your house established. You're going to San Jose. You're buying stuff. You're doing things. It's new. It's a new girlfriend. It's a new girlfriend. And or a boyfriend. And it's new and it's fun. It's exciting. It's romantic. But guess what? Just like a marriage, man. And that's how I want you to view all of this. Costa Rica, coming to live in Costa Rica is exactly like a marriage. Exactly like a marriage. 2 years, 1.5, 2 years honeymoon, and then reality sets in. Now what are you going to do? All right, so let's keep that in mind. Now first, I want to quickly, before I get into the reasons people leave, I want to talk about very quickly cost of living, because these cost of living videos are everywhere. I'm kind of sick of them, and I would like to put that all to rest quickly. Cost of living in Costa Rica. Can you make it? Can you make it? Can you live here with what you make? I'm going to tell you right now, and this is it. If you have only $1,000 $1,000, no more, per month to live in Costa Rica. Could you do it if nothing bad happened? Yes, barely. And it's not a good idea. If you have no future sources of income or something, it would only take one bad thing to happen for like an accident, and you would be in trouble fairly quickly. Could you do it? Yes, barely. Barely. That's when you hear, oh, if you just want to eat beans and rice. So I pumped that up to about $1,500. You want about $1,500 a month if you're not going to have any money coming in. Most people come down here and they do find other sources of income. So $1,500 to infinity, to the richest people, to Jeff Bezos. You can live here. You can make Costa Rica work for you. Why? Is because everything. See, this is what the cost of living videos don't tell you. It all comes down to wants versus needs. So I live here cheap, right? I live here cheap. So somebody else doesn't or can't or whatever. So I don't want much. I don't want much. I want a roof. I want to eat. I don't have that many wants like that. Wants that are material. I don't buy anything I don't need. I don't want a leather couch. I had one before. I don't want a BMW. I did all that stuff, man. I'm done with all that, but that's me, right? That's me. But can you make it? Yes. Everything. Needs versus wants. When your wants start exceeding everything, I want, hello, it becomes expensive and cost of living changes. So my cost of living here is doable. Your cost of living might not be. That's it for cost of living. You can make it work. $1,500, the rest, you can make it work if you want to. Done, cost of living. All right. Now, why do people leave Costa Rica? I mean, there's a lot of reasons. I'm going to tell you the real reason, but I'm going to tell you what they like to say. I'm going to all the videos that you see about why people leave. And one of the biggest ones is Costa Rica's too expensive, which kind of goes into the cost of living, right? All right. People do not leave Costa Rica because it's too expensive. People leave Costa Rica because they made a bad, ill-informed investment, because their business idea or plan did not work. They mismanaged their money. They bought too many things. They didn't budget correctly. They failed in the aspect of budgeting or whatever. It is not because Costa Rica is expensive or not. We already know that. Those videos about, oh, Costa Rica is low, it's not expensive, are done. Nobody tells you that. Nobody will tell you on video that Costa Rica is cheap. Nobody. And if they do, they're stupid. Can you live cheaply? Yes. Can it be expensive? Yes, it can be. But people don't leave because it's too expensive. People leave, they'll tell you that, but it's their fault. It's their fault. Come on, man. Take some responsibility. Quit blaming Costa Rica. All right, number two, you hear as well, the crime. The crime, if you don't really know and you see things on the internet, you might say the crime, you're hearing too much and you wouldn't move here. You're like, oh, I hear the crime's bad in Costa Rica, I would never move there. But nobody moves to Costa Rica and then leaves because of crime. You know what I mean? Because what happens is, one bad thing, what would you do wherever you live right now? Let's say there are a couple punk kids that were giving your neighborhood the blues for the last few months. You couldn't catch them. They're taking things off the patio. They get into your garage. A couple have climbed through the window when you're not home or whatever. What would you do? What would you do if that were the case? You would get cameras. Maybe you'd get a dog. Maybe you'd get a gun. I don't know. Maybe you'd put bars on your window. Maybe you would put a little gate, metal gate, before you could actually get to your door. You know, there's a lot of things you can do, and you learn these things down here. Yes, you might get a safe. You have to protect yourself here. That is true, because petty crime's the biggest thing. Yes, there's stories, but there's stories everywhere. There can be strong arm things that happen to people that live here. They go up to a house. They might know that some older couple living there. Yes, that can definitely happen. Most things do happen at the beach and San Jose. Why the beach? Because most riffraff live at the beach. So if you want to live at the beach, you need to protect yourself, right? Don't answer the door. I mean, so what I'm saying is, so nobody leaves because of crime. They usually fix the problem like you would fix it, right? You would fix it. So this is probably where I'm going to lose subscribers. So another kind of big reason people like to say is, well, I missed my family, my kids, my grandkids, because a lot of people come down here for retirement, right? All right, I'm not saying you don't miss your grandkids, okay? I'm not saying that. And if I say this wrong, please don't unsubscribe. So I would say that is, you knew that going in. When you move to Costa Rica, you know you're leaving your family and your grandkids or whoever. But what you're thinking is, you're going to be busy. What happens when you're busy? What happens when you're having fun, doing the things you want to do, getting out there, planting your garden, painting, making art, writing a book, visiting with friends, volunteering? What happens with that? You're not really missing too many. You get FaceTime with them. You want them to come out and visit you to show them your new life, how fun it is in Costa Rica. You knew that going in when you left. You knew you were leaving your kids. Don't play that grandkid thing. You didn't do the things you said you were going to do. And you got bored. Come on, man. Don't use your grandkids for the reason you're running back. I don't really buy it, but it's hard. You know, I say that and people go, oh, you're so insensitive. Whatever. So the other thing is health. Well, I left because of my health. Well, the fact of the matter is, the hospitals here are as good as the hospitals where you are. So somewhere you either messed up and didn't get the, your insurance doesn't cover something, or maybe you didn't get your residency. I don't know what you did, or let's say it is health. Well, just go back to wherever, get your health, your surgery, and then come back. But I'm just saying is, you didn't leave because of your health. The medical stuff is here. So either you messed up on the insurances that cover you, you're not in the CAHA down here, which is a socialized medicine, or some other reason. But just to say, well, my health, no, don't say it like that. I mean, you can say it like that. I get it. But my point of this is like, don't act like Costa Rica doesn't have the resources for your health, I guess is what I'm really saying. And don't, when you tell people that, just say, well, I just decided to come back and get my health fixed. Don't kind of blame Costa Rica. So now, that's it. The thing is, and people don't leave Costa Rica because of Costa Rica. They leave Costa Rica because their plan didn't work. They got too bored. They didn't do the things they were supposed to do. They honeymooned over here for the 2 years, and then when it really came to the reality that your girlfriend just didn't look as good as you thought she did, you're not fucking as much as you thought you were going to, she's not as fun as you wanted her to be, and you're kind of like cutting and running at the first sign of trouble. So you didn't do your homework, is why you're living. You didn't do your research. You didn't give it a chance. You divorced Costa Rica before you even gave it a chance. You divorced right after the honeymoon, basically. You didn't follow your plans. But my biggest thing is, you probably, when you looked in the mirror, you probably realized you weren't doing the things you said you were going to do when you moved there. You weren't going to be more blissful. You weren't going to be more peaceful. You didn't plant your garden. You didn't maybe start doing yoga. You didn't write your book. And you had to look at yourself in the mirror and go, man, I'm not doing those things. But you can't go back home and tell people that. You have to go, oh, it's too hard there. There's too much crime. It's too expensive. Oh my gosh, the infrastructure. Did you not know that there's infrastructure issues here? Did you not know that there's not bugs here? Did you not know that it rains a lot here in places in Costa Rica? Do you not know these things? Did you not watch my videos? So here's that whole thing about why people leave Costa Rica. They leave Costa Rica because of those reasons. It has almost nothing to do with Costa Rica. That's it, man. I don't know if that helped you or not. I'm just trying to put this stuff in a little bit more deeper perspective. It's just too easy. Top 8 reasons why people leave Costa Rica. Well, I can tell you one. It's you. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up, man. My videos. This is a chance. My videos. So anytime you're thinking about living somewhere else, do your research, and no better way to start than my videos. All right, man. Have a good one. Woo!